What in the world? What in the world do we need another CERN in the same location, 3 times or more larger? I'm going to tell you why I think it's happening, and it's very serious. And I believe it fits into Bible prophecy. I believe it fits into where we're going. This world is getting crazier and crazier by the day. And I'm going to show you how not just the new CERN's being built, but new portals are being tapped and opened up all over the world. Let's get into this short breaking news that you need to know about. Share this and hit the like button. I'll be right back. Let's do this thing. Come on. All right, so I want to get right into it. We're on Facebook, we're on Rumble, we're on X, we're on YouTube. Wherever you're at, show me some love, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, subscribe. If you hadn't hit that like button, smash it now, smash it, smash it, smash it. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way before we get into the news and get into this episode, and we would appreciate it greatly. So let's get into the first, what I want to show you here is this is being reported. It came out this week, and I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. CERN is planning to build a $17 billion Higgs factory that would dwarf LHC, which is, of course, the Large Hadron Collider there in Geneva, Switzerland. Let's zoom this in a little bit so you can read it a little bit more on your screen. Europe is pushing forward with a plan to build a 91-kilometer-long, $1.5 billion Swiss franc or U.S. $17 billion supercollider underneath the French and Swiss countryside, just like the original CERN. The machine would allow researchers to study the Higgs boson in detail. Of course, that's the God particle that they say they found, that they were able to recreate just a half a millisecond after, they say after, the initial Big Bang. How in the world they think they know that is crazy. The machine would allow researchers to study the Higgs boson in detail, but scientists are under pressure to convince funders that such an enormous investment is worth it. Now, it goes on to show, let me see if, this gives you an idea. This is an overview of the Swiss and French landscape there. I don't know if you can see it, the little small white circle about right in the middle of your screen to the left, the tiny white circle, that is the original CERN. That's the largest, most powerful collider in the world that's there in Geneva, Switzerland, based in Switzerland. You can see off in the distance, you'll see the Swiss Alps. So, but look at the new proposed CERN. And you can barely see that it is interlapping with the original CERN, which is crazy. But look how much bigger this thing would be. It's just gigantic. But they're wanting to build this thing. Now, $17 billion, okay? To do what? To crash atoms, right? This is what they're saying. Smash atoms, all many other things. They'll say so much more to that. But I want to show you why I'm so questionable about this and why I feel like the big picture audience needs to see this. It is because, first of all, you may or may not know that this is not the only collider in the world. We hear so much about CERN, but if you go, this is, of course, the bastion of true knowledge. I'm being facetious here. Wikipedia, but you can go there and get some information sometimes. Well, Wikipedia, if you look up Hadron Collider, this is what you'll get. It talks about what a Hadron Collider is. It's a very large particle accelerator built to test the prediction and various theories of particle physics, yada, 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 yada. But if you look down here, only a few Hadron Colliders have been built. Now, there are many large Hadron Colliders that have been built. There's been many atom colliders. But you may be surprised, those that are watching us in the United States, you may be surprised to know that the second largest Hadron Collider in the world, second only to CERN in Switzerland, is this one that is built in Illinois. The Tevatron is a circular particle accelerator that is in the United States, and it is east of Batavia, Illinois, and is the second highest energy particle collider ever built. You can see the picture of the particle collider there. There is also one, let's see, believe it or not, you may be surprised to know, is in New York. This one, it says it's the first and one only of two operating heavy ion colliders, and is located in Upton, New York. So it's very interesting to know that we have the famous one that's in Switzerland, and they're wanting to build one that's over 3.5 times the size of it at a cost of $17 billion. And on the same site there, okay, of course, underground. But then we have them in New York. We have them in Illinois. You might also be surprised to know that there's a gigantic one in, ding, 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 China. China plans to also expand their technology and build a $618 million super TiCharm facility, a particle collider, to test modern theory of matter. So we see scientists in China, let's zoom that in. Sorry about that. Should have already done that. Scientists in China plan to build a particle collider to test the standard model of particle physics in unprecedented detail. Just give me just a few more seconds because I know it's a lot of boring data here, but I'm going to give you the spiritual aspect of it in just a second. But I just think it's interesting to know that China, of all people, we talk so much about China on this show, is also building a competing collider with CERN. Now, you may ask, what is CERN? What are they really trying to do? Well, I want you to watch a little bit of this video that I'm going to show you. It's very, very interesting because this is not a religious site. This is a site called Factamonal, okay? And so this just covers science. But the name of this video, we're only going to watch a few minutes of it, is called CERN Scientists Open Portal to Another Dimension. This, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, is the core demonic reason for all of these CERNs and these colliders. Let's watch a little bit of this video.
Scientists at the European Organization for Nuclear Research, or CERN, as it's better known, have discovered a way to open up an interdimensional portal. CERN's scientific discoveries are yet again turning everything we thought we knew about the universe on its head, changing the fields of physics and astronomy as we know it.
We just had collisions at an unprecedented energy, 13.6 tera electron volt, and this opens a new era of exploration at CERN.
This time, the discovery has been made by a team of physicists and technologists working on the Large Hadron Collider, the world's most powerful particle accelerator. In today's video, we'll be taking a deep dive into the secretive intergovernmental organization and how they, in theory, were able to open up a portal into another dimension.
And now watch this. This is called the portal.
One of the biggest scientific experiments ever conducted, bringing together over 10,000 scientists from 85 different countries. The LHC measures over 27 kilometers in circumference and stretches beneath the Swiss-French border. Weighing over 7,000 tons, the LHC is so powerful that scientists were able to create the conditions that occurred 1/billionth of a second after the universe began.
The goal of the Large Hadron Collider with heavy ions, and namely the ALICE experiment in particular, is to recreate conditions that existed some 10 microseconds after the Big Bang, when all of the matter in the universe was in the form of very hot soup of quarks and gluons.
They've been conducting experiments with the LHC since 2008, where they recreated the Big Bang. However, in July 2022, they attempted their biggest experiment to date. Officially, the experiment was supposed to learn more about Higgs boson and how particles interact with each other. But rumors have abounded that they were...
This was in the news. This really happened. This is not conspiracy. This really happened, but it was quickly removed from any talking points of any news. But this really happened, ladies and gentlemen, from CERN. This is what CERN has the capabilities of doing, as is, and they want to build one 3.5 times larger than the one they have to do more than what they're doing now. Listen to what happened on this particular incident that they're calling the portal incident.
Attempting to open a portal to an alternate universe.
So now we are ready to inject in the LHC in beam 1 and in beam 2, 3 bunches, 3 nominal bunches, up to 10 to the 11 protons per bunch.
Power group
These bunches will be set up for injection and getting ready for ramp.
On the fateful day of the experiment, CERN's control room was flooded with reports from scientists all around the world that something had gone wrong. It's said that when the experiment was over, a strange energy had been released that couldn't be explained. Now, this energy has come to be known as the portal incident. For over 14 hours during the experiment, the Earth's crucial geomagnetic field that protects us from the sun's radiation was weakened. Solar wind was able to pass through a massive gap that had been torn open by CERN's experiment, causing a massive fluctuation in the global electrical grid. The worldwide LHC computing grid was impacted, which provides data storage for over 500,000 CPUs in 200 computer centers globally.
The Earth's geomagnetic field is crucial to supporting life on Earth, as it protects us from solar radiation, cosmic radiation, and other space-borne threats. And while the incident was short-lived and the world's electrical grid returned to normal within a few hours, no one can be sure as to what happened during that time.
It's no coincidence that an event like this has never been recorded in the entirety of human history until CERN's experiment.
So the video goes on and on and on about what went on that day. So never before in the entire recorded history of human existence had anything happened like this. So for a brief moment, because of something that happened at CERN in Switzerland, the Earth's magnetic field was affected, and the electric grid in different places around the world was affected. And of course, it was brushed under the rug and it came back. Now, that's the side that was reported. Now, for you and I, people that are maybe you're watching and you're not a believer, but a lot of people that watch this believe in God, and that's why we call it the big picture. And because there's more going on than what you can just see in the natural realm. There's a spirit realm that's out there, and there are dimensions. There is the spirit dimension, and then there is the physical dimension. And the demonic realm live within the spiritual dimension. Now, they can possess people and use people, come into our dimension that way, but there are many people who have reported that there are certain entities, demonic entities that are being restrained, that this particle collider and others like it have been able to, what the quote unquote words that are used, rip the veil between one dimension and another dimension, and has basically opened the door and invited demonic spirits to come through that portal. I think that's what the Stranger Things show was all based on anyway, was sort of trying to say the quiet thing out loud, predictive programming, trying to tell us what CERN was doing. And if you watch the show, it's all based in a similar CERN type facility that had tapped into a portal, and they could not do anything about it. And there's another world out there. Well, we know there's a demonic world out there. Now, we're not moved by fear, but our eyes are wide open. And the question has to be asked in the chaos of all the wars that are going on, the global economies crashing all over the world. We want to spend $17 billion to build a collider under the same ground. What is it about that ground in Switzerland? Why are they not trying to build a $17 billion one that's 3.5 times bigger in, let's say, another country, another continent around the world? They want to build it right there underneath the ground in Switzerland, which, by the way, if you were there at the opening of this show and you saw the proposed map of it, that large circle, almost all of this one is in Switzerland. So it will be some in France, but the majority will be in Switzerland. And so you got to ask yourself, what is really in the ground there? What kind of demonic activities have happened in that nation, Switzerland? It's crazy. So let me know in the comments below, in the live chat, if you're watching on Facebook, Rumble, X, whatever, comment and let me know, what do you think about this? Have you ever heard this? Has it been reported anywhere else? Did you know that there were multiple colliders around the world? Give me your opinion if you believe that it is even possible that you could tap into another portal and another spirit realm, dimension, if you will. So thank you for watching. By the way, if you want to become a partner with us or learn more about our ministry, all you got to do is go to our website, LarryRagland.com, and you can get a copy of our book. You can partner with us. So many things are there, LarryRagland.com, and we would appreciate you helping us. Smash that like button. Very important, and share. See you next time on The Big Picture. Monday nights, our big show. Sandy and I are looking forward to seeing you. Have a great, great weekend. If you're watching this on replay, remember this. In live or replay, we ain't woke, but we are certainly awake. Thank you for your time. God bless.